Right, I'll put it on Discord.
Are you putting on Discord?
I'm gonna stream my screen, yeah, in
Right.
Discord.
Do you want me to look at it?
And
Or
then
when you get there, you mean if you're trading?
Yeah.
Right, yes.
Right.
Right. Stand
So
by.
I'm there now.
Right. I'm watching.
Alright.
Yeah, material trader you want. Technologies for you, guardian and stuff. Right, so you see you've got like almost a full bank of atypical disruptive wake echoes.
Yeah.
Like, there's no point trading them for data mine wake exceptions because you get 3 and then you'll be empty. So you might as well just trade them up to anomalous FSD telemetry, but you don't even need them at the moment. No. Like, if anything, I would maybe trade them for strange wake solutions, and then maybe, so if you click on strange wake solutions, I'd maybe just trade 2 and then go to, yeah, I'd trade 3 maybe, that'd drop you down just below 200. So you go right a few times, but you've got to go up to confirm trade. Yeah, so then basically I'd give you 50 and then you drop down to 200.
Three.
Do what you want, but 2 or 3. So now you've got 190, so you've got plenty of space to fill back up.
Yeah.
But then, like, for example, if you go right over to data mined wake exceptions, you'd have to exchange 6 eccentric hyperspace trajectories to get one of them. Yeah. Now, if you click on, scroll down. Sorry, let's see which one you've got the most of in grade 5. Right. So look at your adaptive encryptors capture. You've got 66.
Yeah.
Keep scrolling down. Right, that's the highest one you've got, isn't it? 66. Yeah. So if you go back up, you see, on that line, you see you've got tagged encryption codes. You've only got 9 of them.
Yeah.
Right. So click on that. Now go to adaptive encryptors capture. Click 1. Offer 1. Right. Now confirm trade. Boom. You've got 36 and you've only used 1.
Right.
Yeah. Go to open symmetric keys. Go to adaptive encryptors. Go up. That's the rate, yeah, 1 to 9. So if you trade 3, you've got 27, you've got over 30, and you've still got 60 left. Yeah? So all this foraging and shit, we don't need to do that much. We just do the top ones. Do your grade 5s, and then trade down.
Yeah.
But it's more valuable to trade down in the line that you're in. So if you go up, you see you've got exceptional scrambled data, emission data. You've only got 2 of them, top left.
Yeah.
You've only got 6 abnormal compact emission data, so you don't really want to trade them for that because you're kind of low on them yourself. So if you click on exceptional scrambled data, top left, now go right all the way to the end, and then go back down to the one you had 60 of. Right, now click on that. Now go right. Now do you see the difference? When you were in the same column, you only offered 1 and you got 27. So now because you're in a different column, it's twice as expensive. But it's still only 2, and you would still end up with 30, roughly, of the ones you need, yeah? Where it becomes most expensive is in tier 5 across to tier 5. So for example, your data mined wake exceptions, you've only got 1 of, and if you scroll down, there's 1 of them you've not got any of. Now, to exchange a grade 5 for a grade 5, it's 6 to 1, which is still beneficial. It still means out of that 60 you've got there of your adaptive encryptors, you could still get 10 items. So for me, I would say it's worthwhile selling 2 of them for each one, so you've got 2 or 3 runs, and leaving yourself with, well, if you did 3 for each one, that would be 1836. So you'd still leave yourself with 24. But you'd give yourself 3 modified embedded firmware, firmware, and you'd also give yourself 3. Yes, if you did 3 there, that'd give you 3 of them. So it's 3 runs. It's not a lot, but it's at least one. You only need 1 to get yourself into tier 5 when you're doing to upgrade Mark 5.
And then you can pin it then, can't you?
Yeah, well, you can pin it anyway, but what I'm saying is you can't. If you've got it there, you can upgrade it. But yeah, once it's pinned, it's thingy. The only necessity to go to each individual trader, each individual engineer, is to get the experimentals. That's the biggest bonus. But again, I would probably do exactly the same with data mine work exceptions. So you've got 3, or you could find them outside systems.
Yeah.
But it's worth, because they're only really used for your FSD boost, which you've probably already got. But like I say, if you did 2 or 3 of them, you're still going to come out with. You've still got 24 runs of that.
Yeah.
So now you're evenly spread.
Nice one.
But the way you do it now is, from now on, whenever you need anything, you don't, like, if you said to me, I need strange work solutions, I would tell you to go and find data mine work exceptions.
Yeah.
Or if abnormal compact emission data is a lot easier to get than data mine work exceptions, I'd tell you to farm as many of them, go and trade them straight across over and get as many data mine work exceptions, trade them down, and then go back and restock up on your abnormal compact emissions data if possible.
Yeah, that looks healthy now, doesn't it?
Yeah, you've got no red.
Yeah. Sweet. So to the next one.
That's it, and just the only reason I say I don't like telling you how to play the game, because you play it your way, I play it my way. But if I don't say, oh, I found this out, and it might make it, if I tell you it, you can choose to tell me to fuck off and not do it if you want. But if you go, oh, I've spent all day just trying to find, I don't know, fucking tungsten. If you spend 6 hours trying to find tungsten, and it only takes me 6 hours to fly off 1,500 light years away, farm 6 planets and come back with all 6 grade 4 raw materials and trade one of them down to fill my tungsten in that 6 hours, that you could have done that, then it's a bit of a dick for me to not share that helpful bit of information, isn't it? So it just makes sense. So from now on, my role's looking really, really healthy, but my other 2 aren't. My encoded and my aren't looking good at all. So that's what I'll be looking to upgrade soon. So I'll be going out and hunting them over the next couple of days. And then once I've done that, I'll go back to mining.
Yeah, I'm ready to go back mining.
But yeah, it's easier to trade down. It's just so much easier to trade down. It's more cost effective to trade down rather than trade up.
Now I got quite a bit return then, didn't I?
Yeah. Yeah, it just makes sense. And there is a YouTube video that I'll link to you as well that shows you where all the high end stuff is. Because I know you've been like, oh, I've just been doing this, doing that, picking up all sorts. But the time that you've been picking up all sorts, you could have saved yourself. Because you know what I'm like. I like to be the most efficient and fucking min max everything, don't I? Like, you're not bothered, you just want to play the game. Whereas all that stuff, you could have done that in seconds by getting the bigger ones and trading down. And then once you've done it, like the way that I see it is, if you spend a week or so increasing all the storage boxes in them 3 traders as best you can, from then on it's not about like, oh shit, I need this material. From then on it's just a case of, like you say, making it part of your routine to just scan a couple of wakes, pick up some materials after destroying a ship. It just becomes it's easier to maintain your stock rather than go and restock, I think.
Yeah.
So.
And once your ship's done, it's done.
Exactly. Once your ship's done, it's done. And the thing is, me and you are the same. We go from ship to ship and just upgrade this. So we go through our materials quite a lot. But once we get to that point where we level out, then everything will start to keep stacking up, and that's when, like you say, you jump in. And Burstar said it yesterday. He was like, "Oh yeah, I make sure I don't have anything of grade 1." Because it's so easy to ignore grade 1 because it's so frequent that you just leave it full. But leaving it full, if you don't pick up 9, you've missed out on one grade 2. If you don't pick up 36, you've missed out on one grade 3 or 4. You know. And them grade 3 and 4s then add up to making a grade 5 if you haven't got time to go out and farm some grade 5 stuff.
Is it Tanner City?
Yes, Tanner City, yeah. So I've bookmarked each one of them as well.
Yeah.
Inside the system, yeah. Yeah, it just makes life easy rather than going on each planet for every single rock. Because if you went, I mean, how many rocks were there? Then there's 7 rolls and there's 4 of each. Excuse me. You know what I mean? That's 30. What is it? 30. Oh fucking! Well, my maths has gone straight out window. 28, isn't it? 7 times 4.
Yeah.
28 different times you would have to spend an hour at least collecting all the resources. Whereas if you went out and spent 6 hours collecting all 6 of the top ones, trade them down, you could go on, if you wanted to, you could go and do it in 12 hours, fill up your grade 4s, completely expunge your grade 4s, down trading them so you're 0 again, go back out, restock on all the top 6 again, and you'll have everything. You would never need to resource hunt again. Never again. My ears are ringing. Hello, best
an system, isn't it, or a high.
Well, these, like I said, these places are where you need to go for your mechanical ones and for your data ones. But
yeah,
that's part of you. They are more likely to be part of your day-to-day sort of experiences. Whereas going finding raw materials, especially grade 4 raw materials,
takes you away from the fight, doesn't it?
That's not going to be your day-to-day. You're not going to find them by killing a clipper or a cutter or a corvette. No. You won't find them because why would you just find raw rocks? So the only one you'll have to, once you've topped them all up and you keep maintaining them and using your collector limpets, once you've done that, all it'll do is every now and then, if you needed to, you'd have to go and do a planet scan, a planet run, and just pick up loads of stuff. But that's it. Hydrate. I'm going there anyway, aren't I? Maxwell Dock. I think that's the one I was at. I need to stop accepting missions when I've not done the research fully. Yeah, Burstar, yeah, we were talking about you in the sense that you was telling us about.
How are you doing, Burstar?
About our conversation yesterday about the resources and our trading and stuff like that, our trading habits and how easy it can be to just ignore the fact that you've got a full of one thing and then anything else after that is wasted, isn't it? So we've just been discussing. I've been explaining to Camo about my trading down that I've found out about.
Yeah, he's routing through my Nika drawer.
Yeah, found some disturbing things, to be honest.
Oh man, I said don't go in there, you know.
Oh dear.
But you had to. You had to look.
Curiosity is a dangerous thing. Maxwell Dock.
Right, where am I going now? Contacts. Material trader.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Right, let's have a look. Well, plenty of yttrium. Got no ruthenium. Got 2 selenium. 6 tellurium.
Yeah, your selenium's that's the elusive one. So the reason I said 6, even though there's 7 rows, is you won't find selenium as well. So that's why you trade the other ones out. So like there, you've got 298 carbon. So when you go mining, you'll pick up 2 carbon, and the rest you'll waste. Yeah. So I would drop that down to 200 and just put it all into your vanadium. Likewise with your phosphorus, your chromium, and your manganese, they're all full capacity pretty much. So basically keep going until it gets to around about 98. There you go, 96 or 102, whichever way you want to go. Yeah? Look, you've just boosted yourself up. Now, same with your phosphorus, but you can't do phosphorus yet because your chromium's full, which means that's perfect. So you go to your chromium and you upgrade your chromium into your molybdenum. No, other way around. Other way around. So yeah, that's it. Go to chromium. So I'd go down maybe 50 or so. There you go. Trade that out. You're now balanced. Now you can do your phosphorus up to chromium. So click on chromium and then trade your phosphorus for it. Trade that up. Again, about 98. 102. There you go. So, and the same with your manganese. Your manganese you can afford to ditch some for your cadmium. So for each one, the limit is, so you've got 250, no 300, 350. I think it's 200 and then 150. Yeah.
Which one do I press first?
Cancel. You want cadmium first, so you click the one you want to exchange for, and then you click the one that you're going to exchange the meter you're actually going to give away. Yeah, that's spot on. You don't want to go. I'd say around about, if you say you've got like around about 50 less than what your max is, and you're good, except from grade 1, 100 less than on grade 1.
So now, ruthenium.
Yeah, so if you, like I say, for me, I've gone out and grinded all the top materials, but yeah, if you're going to get one for every 6, so if you did, don't know, 3 or 4, it's going to cost you 24, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you've got 4 then. It just depends on you, on your banks. So if you're happy with going down to 62 and you're happy, your iron's at capacity, so you can trade some of them out. Your zinc's at capacity, and so is your tin. So if that were me, I'd trade some tin for selenium, trade some zinc for tin, and then trade some iron for zinc.
Right, hang on, slow down.
So click on your selenium, trade some tin.
Right.
So it's 6 to 1, yeah? So I'd drop yourself down to about 50, so anything around about 50, 57. Right, now click on tin. Yeah, there you go. And then drop yourself down. I'd drop yourself down about, 60, about there. Because now your iron is going to fill it up, so click on zinc. That's it. You're getting the hang of it now. So when that gets to about 100, there you go. Trade that out. So then you balance, so you've got 200, 200. You know, that's looking healthy again. Yeah, you're going along the lines of what I do. 2, 150, 50, and whatever I can have. Straight away, you've gone to the same standard.
Yeah.
Yeah? 2, 150, 50, and whatever I need.
Yeah.
So this way you're going to be working from left to right. So you're going to click on germanium and trade out about, I'd trade about 150 nickel, because you're not going to get as many here, but you don't really need that many. I'd maybe trade 6 to 1. I'd maybe do 3, so that's 12, and then that'll give you 7 tungsten, and it'll give you, and then just leave tellurium as it is, just with 6. But now you can see which ones you need to work on. So if I were you and I was going to go and get any of the grade 4s, I'd be heading for polonium and antimony, because you've got a lot less in your grade 1s and your grade 2s and your grade 3s, yeah? But you've no boron, so I'd trade 30 odd, leaving you with 50 lead. So click on zirconium. If you can get around about 34, that'll do. And then click on boron, that's it. So with that, I'd go half, so yeah. So now you've got at least 4 spins onto it.
Yeah.
But like I say, if you get to the point where your zinc's full and your tin's full, but you've got 300 iron, trade your iron for the same, for something else in the other one.
Yeah. Sweet. Right.
So now you've got a minimum of 6 upgrades, 4 upgrades for each thing, yeah. And
Right,
the thing is, yeah, but the more you do it, like then you were dead fluent with it. Like I know it's hard because I'm talking in it, but you got dead fluent with it, and you straight away you had your own way of doing it, and it's exactly the same as mine. Drop it down to 200, 150, 50, and whatever I can have.
And whatever you got, yeah, just give yourself the life spins, isn't it?
Yeah, and then when it comes to the others, because the others there's 5 of them, I go 250, 200, 150, 100, and whatever I can have. Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. I've just got one more to visit.
Yeah, I'm not even going to look. I'm going to let you do it yourself because I don't need to. Because I can't be asked.
Yeah, I'm having a coffee. Yeah, cheers for that.
No, it is blagging because it's like, what? Because I used to trade shit. I'm like, what do I mean I'm not getting it? And I was trading it the wrong way because I was clicking at what I wanted to swap for.
No,
what I
hear
wanted.
Callum in you. You both go 100 mile an hour.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, whoa.
Reset.
And still left clicking.
Yeah, 3 days ago. There's loads of little hints and tricks that you don't realise until you see them through someone else sometimes, and it just
I've
helps.
just unlocked Professor Palin Burster. I've just done the 5k run.
Yeah, sorry, Burster. It's easy to get distracted dealing with stuff like that, but I just didn't want him to make any mistakes because I know I've made a few and I've traded out. Best thing with that camo is just slow down when you're trading because you'll think you're trading the right thing and it turns out the wrong thing, and all of a sudden you've just fucking lost 30 odd, 40 odd pieces of material. I think I did it earlier, to be honest.
No, I know what I need and what's good and what's required. Because like modular terminals, I can go and land on a planet with them, and do the scan missions, and get my Fed rank up a bit with that.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm looking forward to doing that now.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm at a position now where I'm like, fucking hell, I could have. Like, there's so many places in the game that if you just had knowledge or someone with knowledge to look over your shoulder, you can do 3 things at once.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're like, fucker. Like,
no, I've missed I still like to land on the planets, me, and I will still go and have a tungsten day.
Well, this is the thing that you don't need to, because like the where I've been, if you didn't really watch my streams whilst I was on them, I don't think the ones with all the spikes on, it's all one material and they're all in one spot. So you get your little SRV fix, but you're not having to ride around and waste time finding shit for hours.
Yeah, true.
You just blast it, pocket it, and go and trade it. So then, because half an hour to an hour of doing that, you've had enough. But the good thing about it is, because it's so far away, you do have to sort of make it worth your while by saying, I'm going to kit my ship out, I'm going to go there, and I'm going to do all 6.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have... Because if I'd have done it in a one, knowing exactly what I needed to do, and just went and did it straight away, I could do it all in 2 hours. I could get there, get the stuff I needed, and get back in 3.
Yeah.
Easy. And the thing is as well, though, if you are going to do...
Hang on,
yeah,
shut
I'll
up.
let you get back.
Shut up, the fuck up. Right, I am leaving the table.
Alright, fuck off. Why have you not got any supplies, you piece of shit? Cargo hold at maximum capacity. No. Harder. How have you been today, Burstock? You've been up to? I've not been too bad. I slept most of the day. I slept because I stayed awake for like 39 hours, and again, I shouldn't stay awake as late. because then it wipes out the second day. I'm trying to not waste my first day and then I waste the second day, but not wasted too much. Just chilling. I need to get some food. I don't have any food yet. So that's sneaky snacky snooze. Just doing some trading. I've come out to Jodrell, which is a place where I'm hopefully meeting up with a guy that was streaming the other night and said he was going to be doing some more fighting out here. Moobs, he's a decent streamer. Come back, so I'll get him checked out if you're interested. Yeah, what I was going to say, Camo, was if you are going to go out to this place that I've been to, which I'll happily give you the details and the location of, if you are going to go out, it's worthwhile going to the traders and trading out all your grade 4 raw materials before you go, because otherwise, again, it's not as efficient as it could be, because if you go out with 50...
just trade them up to G5, yeah?
No, because you know G5, the maximum's 4, so you trade everything down, so you'd trade it down as much as you can until you've got 0 left.
Yeah.
And because you're going to fill your pockets, aren't you? So there's no point going out with your pockets half full.
Fill up your 3s and your 2s with it.
Yeah, 1s, 2s, 3s, so just fill up anything you need to, and then just go out.
Yeah, because you're going to get 6 times more, aren't you, trading down?
Yeah, you get 6 for 1.
Yeah.
On the 3s.
No,
and
it makes sense straight away.
Yeah.
Looking at it, it makes sense.
So it's like, why didn't I know this?
Yeah.
Fucking, I'm going out beating up fucking boulders for the chance to get some tungsten.
Incoming mission critical message.
Yeah, it's only a percentage.
That's when I saw it. I was like, I cannot.
Captain's log for that villager play.
Well, that's why I said, as soon as I saw it, I was like, I cannot wait to show Camo this. I'm going to fucking top trump him loads and he's going to benefit from it so much. I thought, maybe I'll wait until after the fight. Like, if he's limited in upgrades, like, tactics. Sun Tzu, Art of War, knowing my enemy and all this. Upgrading my FDL, that jump range is way too small. What, my jump range or the FDL jump range? The FDL's jump range. I can't even remember who it was. Like, honestly, I've been so blagged with my night shift. I can't even remember who it was. It told me. Someone told me the other night to basically just buy DBX. I think it was. I can't remember. I'm not going to try and guess. Everyone's names are coming in as well. There's only certain people that I remember the names of. I remember Titan and I remember you, Burstar, because you're like the most chatties. But he said, "I'll make a DBX." I was like, "I'm just gonna go in this," and then just, and I looked at the distance, and it was like 1,500 light years. I was like, "I'm not jumping for 150 jumps. Fuck that." And he was like, "Make a DBX. You'll have a decent jump range." And he told me how to make it. It took me 10 minutes and cost me about, well, probably about the same amount of mil, to fit it out. And I had all the pinned upgrades on it as well, so I went lightweight. And even with three, what's it called, bays on it, vehicle hangers on it, still had a 61, 62 light year jump range. So and the thing is, I'm so glad I put extra SRV compartments on it, because I actually blew up 2 out of 3 of them by getting stuck on the little spiky things.
Yeah, they're worth it when you're on missions like that.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I know that with piss poor planning comes, poor results. Well, what's that phrase? Piss poor planning produces piss poor performance or something. Or proper planning prevents piss poor performance or something like that. I can't remember. It's no fucking military term. But it did. I went out with 3 and I ended up needing 3. I mean, luckily these days you don't really need to worry too much, because there's always a carrier not far behind you, especially if it's in a system worthwhile to the community. It's a system where people know about that they go to. There's always going to be a fucking carrier, which is good, which is also bad though, because I went out and I completely forgot to put my planetary scanner on it, so I couldn't find these locations to go and farm these materials. So I had to land on a aircraft carrier, which meant that I had to then do the jumps back. Request docking permission. Yeah, and because I had to land on the carrier, I mean, I had to do all the jumps back, which is a bit shit, but... 15 light years. See, the thing is, I've only ever heard the FDL being used for combat, so I've never really found it an issue to have it upgraded for light year jumps. Like,
I've got 27.59 on the FDL.
how many? 20.
27.59 jump range on the FDL.
So that's not bad, but again, like, if it's just for combat, is there a need?
No. As soon as you combat this up, you swap out your optionals.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just throw your
with modulars.
Yeah, exactly.
So you swap out the Guardian booster.
Yeah, it's wasted space when you can have it as whole reinforcement.
And take out your hangar, your SIV.
Yeah, it all comes out.
Mm-hmm.
I heard the other day as well, though, that putting more than one hull reinforcement in depreciates the value of the previous. So if you was to have 4 in, it lowers the overall stats, apparently.
Yeah, you don't need more than... Well, I only put one of each on.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense to me.
Single. No, the only things I will stack up is the OAs. Shield boosters. Because they're independent, yeah.
Yeah, your shield boosters stack.
Yeah.
It's better to have them varied as well. Right, I don't want beer. I just want reputation.
Right, come out of there. So, yeah, the on the G5 burst star on the FDL without the Guardian booster, I got about just short of 20 light years with everything on, and then the booster took it up another 10 light years. Which is not too bad to say you can jump around the systems, and when you get interdicted you can drop out, turn around, slap them to stupidity and pick up all the mess. Thank you, on your way.
Down, turn around, kill the
what I have done though is while they're scanning you, you flick into the left panel and lock onto the frameshift drive, otherwise they're out of there, the cowards.
Yeah, we were talking about today, weren't we? Start targeting the FSD.
Yeah, just target the FSD straight away as soon as, and while they're shitting themselves running. Shields are down. Boost, kill. Eat your victim.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
On the grounds of 0 tolerance.
A G1. Is that supposed to say FSD? Oh no, frameshift boost. A Guardian frameshift boost. But that's what I mean. Like, if you're using it for combat, like I wouldn't. Like, if you're going to be fighting somewhere, my advice would be. Well, even if you're not, right, my advice for you would be, if you're going to be using a ship for a certain thing in a certain place, kit it out for that certain thing. Then what you do is you kit your DBX out for your long range, jump there in your DBX, transport it over, and just wait the half an hour. Rather than you having to worry about, oh, I need to go and get this kitted out, and I need to go and take it to such a place. The amount of time, even if you increased your jump range on your FDL, you're probably going to get to about 30, like Camo says. So you'll jump there twice as quick in the DBX, and then transport over, the extra time difference. I mean, if you used to do it in your third lance, you probably take an extra 15-20 minutes to get there in it. Whereas if you go in your DBX, you can do a couple of missions in the meantime, get some experience. For example, so I'm coming here tonight. If I'd have come here and thought, oh, I want to get there quick, I'd have jumped here, transported my fighter ship over, and whilst my fighter ship's transferring, I could go and do all my missions that I'm doing now and stack up my, you know, my reputation with them. So you probably save. It's probably almost as near as damn it. It's just as quick to jump over in your DBX, do some other things, and transport over rather than sitting here bored flying around Sun's fuel scooping. If I knew I was going to have to do 15-20 jumps in my cutter, and it was only going to cost me $2 million to transport it, I'd jump in my FDL. Jump in my DBX, sorry. So that way I don't have to constantly spend minutes and minutes and minutes fuel scooping. Computer can do that for me. Jump in my DBX and then go and do some scans or something, or some data transfers, get my reputation up, get more moolah when you get the higher rep missions. Just little things like that make your life simpler.
What is that other place called? Is it Tim Balderas?
Tim Balderas, yeah.
Have I not been there yet?
Tim Balderas. Let me have a look. If it doesn't show the map on it, then no, you haven't.
Right.
I missed it. But yeah, if you've not got the map on it.
Yeah, right, I'm jumping there.
Yeah, no worries. It's saying, for example, now Camo's going to go and he's going to increase his thrusters at Palin's place. But when you look at how far Palin is away, he might be like, oh, it's going to take me 30 jumps. But if he has a DBX, it takes him 7. Might as well jump in the DBX and then transfer it over. He can go and have a brew and wait for it rather than sit.
He's 47 light years. He's what?
No, but I mean, if it was one of the more further away ones, you could just sit and have a brew and let the game play the shit bits for you. You know what I mean? This game gives you a bot. You've got a bot that can do shit for you whilst you do other shit.
A lot of this game hands free. I've got a brew in one hand, or I'm at the back door, and that's still jumping.
Yeah.
Because once I've made the jump, I pull back on the thruster, and I can stand at the back door knowing I'm not going to crash.
Yeah. It's easy.
And the more hands free, yeah, that's voice attack for.
The only thing that they need to improve, which would make it even better hands free, would be if they were to change it so that you could proper cruise control it.
Yeah. And another good one would be, like, I've got Captain's Log as an overlay. What I use is voice attack page, you know, the load up page.
Yeah.
I bring that, like, now it's in front of your page, because whenever I'm doing anything, it tells you how much fuel you've scooped up every 5 ton.
Yeah.
And it tells you how many jumps you've got left to your final, you know, to your destination.
Yeah, and that's good, because that is something I'm always checking as well. So.
It'd be nice as an overlay.
Yeah. Well, there's this new thing that I've seen as well. Like Game Glass. You can control stuff with your phone. I've not quite tried it yet. But it's something I'm going to look forward to trying. Especially if I can do stuff whilst I'm at work.
I can't wait to get hold of a VR, me. But I just think that needs to come along a bit more.
I've got one here, but it was only for mobile. I've got this Oculus shit. I've just thrown some shortbread biscuits everywhere. I forgot I had them. Might eat them actually. Yeah, I've got this Oculus Rift, but it's one that you just plug your phone in and then it goes. I don't think it has the ability to do it like if you're plugged into a computer. There doesn't seem to be any USB options. But I tell you what, when this first came out, when I got my old phone, it was brilliant, because it was when that new Jurassic Park had come out, and they had a little intro video about, you know, a little sort of advert.
I bought that Jurassic Park.
No, not the game. Sorry, the film.
Right.
And it was because obviously it was come out in 3D. And it was a little intro, and it was the whole, you know, the Fallen Kingdom where it's all melting and the whole place is falling apart.
Is it Robert's Enterprise?
No.
No.
I'll know it when I see it. It's a station. It's not. It's the proper station. Go further down. Go down. That one. Levi.
Levi.
Levi Montalcini.
Frameshift drive charging.
But yeah, so the intro. It was an intro. It was like a teaser, a trailer. And when you were watching it, you look around and you see a T-Rex running, and you see Blue, and Blue was jumping around looking for stuff. And as you look around, you see the mountain going off, volcano blowing off, and everything.
Nice.
Oh, it could be mine, mate. I don't know. I'll refresh it. If you bear with us, I'll end and start again.